It's a new day, Noonan. Yes, it is, and welcome to another beautiful, beautiful week in the beautiful, beautiful land of Oz. Maybe that's not exactly what it's known as, Land of Oz, more like the land of the Foz. I'm basically Noonan's the Foz. Is that his name? The Fonz? Or is it the Foz? Now I'm not sure. Typically, I have Google open at all times when I'm podcasting so I can look stuff up and figure out if what I'm saying is really dumb or just charmingly dumb. And I do not remember if in Happy Days it's the Fonz or the Foz. One of them is a Muppet, and one of them's like a handsome dude who can do all kinds of stunts and cool stuff. Don't remember which is which, right? There's Fozzie Bear or Fozzie Bear, and then there's the Fonz versus the Foz. I don't know. Anyways, it's a new day. I am Noonan Time with Harold. That is the source of entertainment, not real news, but real... It's kind of weird what I do. I've started having problems with my own identity as Noonan Time with Harold. Like, the news that I post is satirical, but I highlight real people and real businesses and do commercials. Guess it's kind of like I'm Saturday Night Live, right? Like Weekend Update, when they're talking about real news stories and they add little bits and pieces to it. It's mainly real stuff that they're going to parody. And a lot of the skits and stuff are parodies. But then you have like your opening monologues, and a lot of the opening monologues are just about the truth and the true people that are there. You have lots of serious, you have some serious stuff at the end where they break and they talk to the audience and stuff. Like, I would say it's kind of like Saturday Night Live, where most of it is parody and silliness and should not be taken seriously, but there's some truth thrown into it. There's some real life stuff. Like, I've started doing this Humans of Coweta County. It's based on Humans of New York, which is a social media thing where someone just has, it's been around forever, just goes and talks to people in New York City, gets to know them, posts about it on social media. And when I went on my little mini vacation with the love of my life, Hanley, I was like, you know what we need? I need something to do. Let's do Humans of Coweta. And so people would send pictures and say a little bit about somebody, and I would post it. There's no joke there, right? And so I have been worried, are people going to see that and think these are jokes, or have I created enough of an identity? It's tough to create an identity where some stuff I post, satirical, parody, but then I can also get away with posting stuff that people take as real and they understand. That's tough, and I've managed to do it because I'm an excellent writer, and I'm an excellent personality, and I'm excellent at everything that I've ever done in my entire life. So thanks to my excellency, maybe I don't know the difference between the Foz and the Fonz, but otherwise, I'm excellent. So I am that to Noonan. You can find me Noonan Time with Harold on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, podcast, website, have a store. There's a bunch of things. If you see Noonan Time with Harold versus the Noonan Times Herald, then chances are it's me. And when I say it's me, it's not a team. There's not a group of people sitting behind the computer working on it. I run an entertainment company, which is also, I would say it's just me, but I have 2 employees. But they don't speak on the main accounts or anything like that. They will just come and help me at my work when I'm running trivia and events and the like. But for the most part, it's just me, just Harold. That's it. That's who's doing everything. So if you're like, wow, this guy, and it happens where people are like, wow, what? This is dumb. Or that's not as funny as it could have been, or you made a mistake, or you're being lazy. All of those things are true. As a single person, not a single person, but a single person, I do all those things, because it's not like this is the most important thing in the world. The most important thing in the world is the people we love along the way, bro. That's something that the Foz always said. And in fairness to me, when I was a kid growing up, my parents were incredibly strict on what we could watch. We were not allowed to watch, like, things that were not Christian. If it wasn't Christian entertainment, we pretty much weren't allowed to watch it. When I went to my grandparents and stuff, we could get away with watching some Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network, things like that. But for the most part, It was VeggieTales and Focus on the Family and things like that. Just good for you to watch Christian programming. So I didn't really watch the Muppets. Definitely didn't watch Happy Days. I'm not even sure the Foz is from Happy Days or if the Fonz. I think he is, though. And of course, when I became old, like when I hit 16, 18, 17, and I could start watching what I wanted to watch, I didn't think to myself, man, I want to go back and watch Happy Days and the Muppets. No, I want to watch cool things. It's got like half naked people in it. Duh. That's normal. I don't want to see no half naked Muppet. I don't want to see Kermit the Frog. Oh, he's already fully naked. That's weird. Are they all fully naked in the Muppets? Anyways, that has nothing to do with Noonan. It kind of does because I was raised in Sonoy, and that's Coweta County. Speaking of which, we haven't really talked about Ellis Crook passing away. I don't know how long he lived, but I know, let's look it up. I know that Ellis Crook, death, Sonoy. This just says how long. He was born on June 1st, 1931, so that's almost 100 years old. I don't know. I'm not going to do the math, but I know that that's close to 100. So anyways, yes, he passed away. The man, the myth, the legend. And he was my boss. I worked for Crooks Marketplace and the little gas station, the Hit and Run, for 2 or 3 years. And while he was hard to understand, because he had this grumbly little voice, he was always nice to me. Definitely nice. It's like he was very good about creating a repertoire. Is it repertoire? No, it's rapport. A rapport with customers, and I always enjoyed watching him just go to town on communication skills. Good at that. People loved him. The people that I hear have complaints about the Crooks are employees. I do not hear customers have complaints about the Crooks. So, rest in peace, Daddy-O. It's weird when there's stuff that's been around forever that's just not there anymore. But I guess that's true about everything. Like Fun Park USA, Dixieland Fun Park, was there forever, not there anymore. We'll talk about that another time when I have Hanley. Hanley is my girlfriend. When Hanley is on here. Which, if you're hearing this podcast, you know what that means. It means summer break is over and everyone in my house is back to living their life. You see, I work evenings for my entertainment company, and I work during the day doing my writing Herald stuff, which, you know, is a little bit of something here and there. It's mainly just for fun. And during the summer, Hanley, who is a teacher, and my kid and Hanley's 2 kids are all off of school. So this house is like smashed into with an asteroid. Not like an asteroid that destroys civilizations and leaves a giant crater, but like an asteroid that hits and it rumbles and it disrupts things a little bit, but you like it and you're like, all right, I do love this asteroid. I'm glad this asteroid is part of my life. There's little pieces of the asteroid. You know, there's asteroid rock all over the place. Meteorites, is that what that is? Is a meteorite an asteroid rock? Actually, I'm not exactly sure what a meteorite is. As I said, homeschooled in Sonoy. So the little meteorite people are around, and you know, a lot of times when you have meteorites, they give you like superpowers. And being around my little meteorite peoples give me superpowers in a way. Is it disruptive to have my small little town of my home for 2 months just filled with meteorites and asteroid strikes? Sure, that can be a little disappointing when you're so used to having the town to yourself. Like, I'll wake up and I'll get kids on the bus. I'll tell my baby, I was going to say my baby mama. She's not my baby mama. And then I was going to say my baby Gucci. And baby Gucci sounds weird. When I tell Hanley, we'll just go with that, their name. When I tell Hanley bye and the kids get on the bus and they're out of here, like, I'll wake up for that. But then I typically will go back to sleep a little bit. I have a maiden's tale of health issues. That's an old saying that I'm bringing back, a maiden's tale. I have a maiden's tale of health issues, so it's good. I have to get a lot of sleep. So I'll go back to sleep, then I'll wake up and I'll start my day. But I will go from like 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. not saying words to people most days. And you may hear that and be like, but Harold, this is what you do. You talk and you communicate as a public figure, and you make your jokes and you do your interviews and you do your videos. Yes, I do that, but that is not what I typically do. That is special. You guys are special. I hope you understand that. Like, I'm podcasting right now, and I like to do that every Monday morning. But this is not typically what I am alone and just trying to take care of myself and take care of the chores that need to be done and take care of the work that I have and prep myself for work in the evenings. I spend most of my time alone, not talking, and then I'll hear myself talk and I'll be like, what? That's what I sound like? I sound like butter being unchurned. Like you have it, it's already churned, and you reverse spin it, and it's like, oh yeah, my butter getting churned. So that's what I feel like I sound like. Maybe I don't. But the plan, now that summer break is over and we are back to my lonesomes, every Monday, a podcast episode from me is what you will get. Me checking in with you, me checking in with Noonan, Coweta, maybe even Fayette County if they've got something interesting going on, and just giving you some oomph of Harold. During the week, we'll do special episodes. I have a lot of interviews lined up. I have a lot of special little things we want to do. So we will be expanding the podcasting to have more episodes because honestly, we get a good bit of listens. We get a good bit of feedback. I had more strangers than I would expect tell me how much they enjoy the podcast. And then I'm like, I don't know who you are, but that's cool that you listen to this, because sometimes I get vulnerable and I talk about real life handmaid's tales. And, you know, I express things. So it's cool when somebody that I don't know is like, hey, I listen to it and I enjoy it. It's cool. Some people are like, yeah, my favorite thing is your podcast. And I'm like, why would that be? Podcast is the worst part. But I like doing it, which doesn't make me special. Everybody likes podcasting. Every man with a beard who doesn't want to talk about his feelings with his girlfriend podcast. I am not that. I don't have a beard. I have a mustache sometimes. And I like talking about my feelings with my girlfriend. So take that, cliches. But on Mondays, I will post podcasts that's just me talking to you. And other days, there will be podcast episodes that are special interviews or special reviews. Today, I don't have a lot to talk about because I've kind of been keeping to myself over the summer. And I don't want to just like mansplain all the things I've been going through. I'm okay though, you know. I'm doing all right compared to last summer. Last summer was my first summer of going from having all this alone time to having asteroid of people that I love around, and I had a hard time with that. I spent a lot of last summer, 2025, just angry and grumpy about all the people that love me and want to be around me. This summer I did a lot better, and I'm on a lot better medicines. I am a type 1 diabetic. I am a bipolar 1 dummy. I have some other stuff that's not as exciting. Those are my two ones. I call them my twos. My bipolar 1 and my type 1 diabetes. You put them ones together and you got a 2. So my 2 takes up a lot of my life and my energy. So that's lame. But this summer I'm on way better medicines for both of those. And taking care of myself, and I had a good summer, y'all. I had a good summer, but now it's back to this dance routine of I got to keep myself busy. I got to enjoy my alone time, but I got to keep myself engaged enough with the community. I got to keep myself from falling into depression. It's tricky, and I got to try. And I think podcasting more and just trying to get out there more and do more of the heralding, hark the heralding angels sings, is going to help. So this is just a check-in to tell you that I love you, and I'm glad to be back talking to you on the microphone with my face. And make sure you follow me at all the places that you follow me. Before we get out of here, because again, this is just a short episode, we are going to look up Happy Days, Okay. So Happy Days, it's the Fonz. Fonz. So he's not the Foz. So Happy Days, the Fonz is Fonzie. He's a fictional character from Happy Days. Now the Muppets, what if they're both Fonzie? Nope, Fozzie. Okay, Fozzie Bear and Fonzie. That's confused. I can't be the only one that's gotten them both confused, right? Somebody else out there must have. Well, if you ever wanted to know what the difference between the Fonz and Fozzie Bear are, now you know. Otherwise, I will talk to you soon.
I die. I live again. I die.